Hey troops, Roxee here and welcome to Roxee Plays Games and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program 2. Yes, we are back. Before I get into today's video, I want to do my usual thank you. So a big thank you for everyone who has liked my videos. Big thank you for everyone who's subscribed to the channel. It is really appreciated. We're nearly at the 500 mark. I was hoping to do it by Christmas. In fact, I was hoping to do it a couple of months ago. Haven't quite made it, but that's no problem. I'm still going to do a giveaway. I did mention in the last video, I'll mention it again in this video. Today's your last day, so I'm recording this Christmas Eve, my birthday. Hint, hint. All I want for my birthday, all I want for Christmas is to reach 500 subscribers. So if you can do that, doesn't cost you a single penny, but obviously it will help me reach my first milestone, or big milestone. Anyway, all you need to do is like either yesterday's video or last video or this video. Like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and just drop a comment in below so I know who has liked the video, and then that way I know who I'm going to be doing the giveaway for. And it'll be a gift card. If I manage to somehow miraculously reach 500 subscribers by the end of Christmas, as in like midnight going into Boxing Day, if I reach that massive milestone, then I will do extra giveaways for everyone that has subscribed to the channel. So yeah, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Right, this is going to be not a super long video. I've had a quick look through. It's got a lot of waffle in this, which I'm just going to be clicking through. I'll leave it. I'll pause long enough for you to pause the video if you want to read it. But essentially this is the only bits that we need to concern ourselves with, because when you click on mission brief, as I've quickly looked through to make sure that everything was working fine before recording, there's a lot of waffle in here that just tells us waffle. Basically it's worse than me. It's only when you get to the end it actually tells you what your objective is, and it's telling you exactly what is already here anyway. So it's not very engaging. It's a lot of text. If they had a Kerbal reading that out to you, someone's throwing paper airplanes. If someone, a Kerbal actually read that out to you, it'd be a bit more engaging, a bit more enjoyable to actually read and watch at the same time. Read and watch, read and listen at the same time, but it's not. So we're going to skip through that. Essentially, our first mission, we need to reach an altitude of 10 kilometers. And it's going to give us 25 science. So let's go to the VAB. I've already quickly checked this because I wanted to find out something if it was the same as KSP1, and it is. You can, for your first bit of science points, is just launch this. I'm just clicking continue. It's just basically, it's like a mini tutorial that is going through initially. But what we can do is we can gather science. Now there's a number of ways of doing this. You can click on the individual part and do your observations and stuff like that, or you can click on excuse me, oh dear, you can click on this button here and it will it'll do all of the science for you other than an EVA. So if we click on this, it's going to tell us more waffle. It's done a crew observation. Anything else, any other science equipment that's attached to it, it will do it all at the same time, but it'll only do data. Samples you have to do with your Kerbin. So we need to exit the vehicle. We need to let go, because apparently you can't, you can no longer do your EVA attached to it, or your sample gatherings attached to it. You actually have to physically let go. And then there's two ways of doing this. You can click on this button again and it'll do it automatically, or you can right click and click run a surface survey, and it'll get his little test tube out, gather some sample, put his lid on, put it away in his backpack, and then bosh, we've now got samples. Then all we need to do is board the ship and recover vessel. So very quickly, land on this, do your science, jump out, do your EVA, gather your surface sample. You can do that by clicking on the guy or clicking on the test tube there. Jump back in, recover vessel, and that's it, done. That's going to give you your first batch of science. We're going to go to R&D Centre, because now we've got 28 science, so we can get light launchers and solid fuel boosters. Not that we need any of that right now. We're going to go back to the vehicle assembly bay, and we are going to create our first rocket to reach 10 kilometers. This is going to be really simple. Parachute at the top, decoupler. This is all the same as KSP1, so if you play KSP1, then you're going to be very familiar with all of this. 10k, we should be able to we could probably just use that one, to be honest. But we'll use this one, and we'll have an engine. That should be plenty. And then we can launch. Let's go. So, what am I looking at? I'm looking at the map axis. This is the height that we're going to get to. Saying 10k, if we cut the engines now, I actually cut that a little bit later than I wanted, but it's starting to come down because we're still going up. Gravity's still trying to pull us down. We've still got friction going on, but we're well and truly going to reach our 10 kilometers that we need to do. There we go. We can gather some science because that is flashing. You can literally do that as soon as you take off, but I forgot to click on that. And we're going to be a little over 16,000 meters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn in a direction, any direction, and I'm going to decouple this, and then we're going to aim retrograde. Actually, we can just point up, that'll do the same thing. I'm going to click on my parachute. I'm going to go to deploy settings. I wish you could type in this, but you can't. We're going to set that a little bit lower. There we go, that'll do. And let's arm it. We could hit the stage to arm it, but you could also right click on it as well. And then we're going to speed up time while we come back down to the surface. And there's our engine coming down. Probably exploded as it landed. And there we go. Parachute's opened. Not too far away from where we took off. Fantastic. We have put a lot more effort into how the game looks compared to KSP1. Standard. I'm not talking about mods or anything. Right, continue. We've got no science. Let's go to recover vessel. Confirm. And mission control. Excellent. Launcher rockets done. This is our debrief. Click submit. It's then going to do more waffle. Again, if they actually spoke this out rather than having to read it, it would be more engaging. And we've got our 25 science. You've done a really good job with the tutorial or the training center. Really good job. And then this bit is just kind of like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Right, this next one we need to reach an altitude of 70 kilometers. So let's track mission. I'm not going to do the mission brief because it's right here. We need to go to R&D Center, and we want aerodynamic stability, and we want survivability to get our heat shield. Because we're going into space, we're going to need the heat shield to come back down, and the extra parachutes may come in handy. And let's go to VAB. And I'm going to click launch then. There's nothing to launch right now. So we're going to go parachutes. Right, this should be fairly straightforward. I think if we have that one, that one, and that one, that's going to give us a delta V of 2.2. Is that enough to get to 70k? There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Oh, right there. We need coupler. That would be embarrassing. That's messed up in stages, so that needs to go there. There we go, 2.2. Thrust to weight ratio 3.2, that is perfectly fine. Total mass almost 6 ton. Let's give it a try. We can always come back and swap the little one out for a bigger one. I haven't done any of this bit now, so it's all going to be trial and error. Try and keep this as low as possible. We don't want to be going excessively high. Once we reach this area here, then this should pretty much limit the change. As you can see, it's changing so little. We've got no thrust. We're at 40 kilometers, 43. So yeah, we're fine. We are going to reach space. It's flashing, but there's nothing to gather. That's something that they need to look at fixing. This shouldn't be flashing if there's nothing to gather. Obviously, once we get our next bits of science equipment, then there's going to be something to gather, but right now there isn't. So I'm not quite sure why that's flashing. Oh, excuse me. But let's aim in a slightly different direction. It's going to make sure that we do reach 70k, because the last thing I want to do is decouple and then it send me off downwards rather than outwards. I think we should be fine now. Speed up time a touch. There we go. It's telling us we've got science to gather. What did we just get there? Low orbit. Perfect. Right, let's decouple. Then we're going to aim retrograde. So retrograde, basically that means that the bottom end is going to face the direction of travel. If we go prograde, then the tip, just the tip, is going to be going in the direction of travel. So if we were going upwards, then it would be the opposite way around. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my parachute deployment again. for a lower altitude. That'll do. I'm not going to arm it now. I'll use the staging to arm it. Oh! Didn't mean to do that. Let's board B. Did not mean to. Oh my god! Imagine if I was like lower down and did that. That would be dangerous. Dangerous. I mean, that was dangerous then. Surprised he actually didn't fall off. That is a little bit close for my liking. It is moving away from us, so it should be okay. And the weight of that is a lot heavier than this, so that is gonna overtake us anyway. As long as it didn't swing back and whack us and blow up, then that's all fine. Right, let's speed up time. And when we get to about 5,000, we will slow back down again. Go through these clouds. Let's arm our parachute. Coming down pretty fast. Open sesame. Yes, plenty of room. So about 500 meters, 450 meters is perfectly fine. You could probably do 400, but don't be too risky. Bosh, done. We can do our research here. We can jump out. We can let go. We can do more science gathering of our little test tube. The animations in this are pretty good, aren't they? I mean, obviously it's a Kerbin, but it's still pretty good. Right, so we've got a bunch of science there that we've gathered. Great. Let's recover our vessel. We can obviously transmit that back, but you know, we're safe. The only time you want to really transmit it back is if you know you're not going to make it back to the space center, or if you're worried that you might not make it back. That's when you want to transfer it back, because if you don't make it back, you don't get it. Right, mission control. We should have time. Well, we've got plenty of time. Let's do one more mission. I don't want to leave this too long because I want to get this out today, preferably before it's too late, so everyone can watch it at some point today. Because obviously I'm doing the giveaway, I need to make sure that people are aware of the giveaway. Right, so we've got a buoyancy test, we'll track you. We've got orbit Kerbin, this is going to be a little bit more tricky. We need to go to R&D. We've got 109 points. What do we want here? Let's grab you. Let's definitely grab you. I'm not sure what else we're going to want really. We want to edge toward power management. Let's grab you, you, and you. Perfect. Go back to VAB. Hopefully I'm not going too fast for you guys. If I am, please do let me know in the comments below. And then going forward I'll slow it down a little bit, but I don't want to drag it out too much, if that makes sense. So, as always, we want our capsule, we want our parachute. We're going to go for 2 of these on the side, and the reason being is we're going to be adding some extra bits to this, so it's going to be heavier. So we'll put you right there. That's fine. We want a Science Junior, which is going to go on. So now this is heavier. This is going to pretty much double the weight, isn't it? Yeah. It's like an extra ton that we're adding on there. I could have just looked at that. So we've got a ton of that. We then want our heat shield underneath. I mean, I don't know whether... so here's the thing. In KSP1, this had to come back. or you can try and move it from here to here. I don't know whether it's going to be the same. We'll keep it on for now. I'll do a little bit of research off camera. Might need a ladder, not too sure. We'll just plonk you there. I'm going to take legs, and the reason being is if we come down too hard and this breaks, we're kind of buggered. We'll do 3-way. I don't like the way that looks. Let's do a little bit of adjustment. We want to click on that. We want to take snap off. Click on you. Right, what have we got going on here? Let's rotate you in and move you in. Let's have a look, see how that works now. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that. Right, so this is what we're coming back down with. We then need we want a decoupler first. We're going to be screwed, and then we want one. Copy that one. 2. There are 4 of them, but before I do that, I'm going to one of them and one of them. That's what we're going to use to come back into the atmosphere. We then want another decoupler. This is what we're going to be using to leave. We use that engine. And I want some boosters. That's 3.6. 3.4 should be enough. If we go to here, trip plan, it says 3.4 for low Kerbal orbit. I'm going to overcook this because I'm nervous that it won't be enough. I need to make sure that the numbers here is going to be the same as what it is for as what it was on KSP1. Because if we look at this, that's going to be an atmosphere. And that's going to be in a vacuum. So yeah, there we go. So 2.8. Whereas if that was on vacuum, 3.6. So yeah, got to remember we're using this in the vacuum, and we're using this in the atmosphere. Three. Right. Let's go for these big ones, eh? Why not? Go big or go home. Is that connected on properly? Kind of guess so. Let's have some aerodynamics on the top, and let's have some stability control. I'll plonk them there. They are absolutely massive, so let's make them a bit smaller. Yeah, that'll do. Right, that's 4.7. That should be well and truly more than we need. Let's get some. Have we got? No, we don't have any struts, do we? I don't think I picked up struts. That's fine. this will hopefully be okay. 4-7. Let's get our stages all sorted out. So we've got that, then that. That can go there. And then that's going to decouple. That can go there. 5-5. That's way more than what we need. But that's fine. It's better to have too much than not enough. Right, we're going to call this one KSP Orbiter 1. Oh, not 21. 1. If we save that, then we've got. Is it saved? They're all auto saves. No, it hasn't saved. Do you want to delete? No. Ah, here we go. New workspace. Season 1. Basic orbiter. Save. Now that should be. There we go. Perfect. Right, let's launch. Continue. I'm hoping that these aren't going to be too wobbly. Right, we have got the science with our science junior. Kind of missed that happening then. Let's go. We're at 82 kilometers apoapsis. So next thing I want to do is get this turned over. So I'm going to do this manually without using the map, because it can be done without using all the maneuver nodes and stuff like that. And hopefully I can show you how to do that. Do a quick save there, just in case I mess up. Essentially, a couple of things you want to look at. You want to look at your apoapsis. That needs to be over 70k. Ideally, I like to aim for about 80k. So you've got that bit of extra breathing room. And we're just looking at the time to reach there. We need to make sure that that does not reach 0. Because if it reaches 0, it's then going to start... the time's going to start going up because we're going down. And then you've got to maneuver your rocket and aim in a different direction to kind of get it sorted back out again, and it can be really awkward. But what we want to do is keep this, I don't know, 10 to 15 would be perfectly fine. And we're going to push the periapsis. away from us. Cut engine there. So again, that's gone up a bit because the time here had increased so much. We're just going to get this into a positive, over 70 kilometers. Oh, we've got science as well that we can gather. Perfect. Still watching this. Watching these two numbers here. Make sure that doesn't reach 0. And this needs a stage. Obviously we've got another engine. Just give it a bit of thrust there. No, we're good. And there we go. So this can go to 0 now because we've got these both in the positive above 70k. So then when we look at the map, you can see we've got a nice circle going around, apoapsis of 88 kilometers and a periapsis of 75 kilometers. We've got a super amount of delta V left. We could probably go to the moon on that, but what we're going to do is we're going to aim prograde. I'm not worried about where we're landing, if I'm completely honest, but all we're going to do is going to do a burn and bring our periapsis back down so that we otherwise we're just going to keep going around and 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 around. Unless something hits us, we will be doing that indefinitely. So let's have a quick burst here, bring it down to about 30. That should be okay. And in fact we can actually just aim for the ground, can't we? Let's bring it down to 0. There we go, that's fine. Perfect. So let's speed up time. Actually, what we are going to do is we're going to turn sideways and dump this. Let's go that way round. Stage U. Good. Then we can aim retrograde, and then we'll speed time back up again. We are going quite fast. We could have kept that on, to be honest, and slowed us down a bit more, but it's all good. It is all fine in the hood. Cool, so hopefully you've liked this video. If you have, you know what to do. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, don't forget. Doing a giveaway, guys. If you want to be in with a chance to win, very simple. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment in below. I'm going to be doing a giveaway Christmas Day, so you will receive your gift card on Christmas Day. If I manage to reach 500 subscribers by midnight Christmas Day going into Boxing Day, then I will do an extra, come on, let's be generous, say an extra 3 giveaways. We are doing a bit, so to speak, because we came in so fast, but we're alright. So we want to, I'm going to keep these as the same. Let's slow time down. These can deploy normally. This one can deploy a little bit later. Let's activate them. So these two will deploy first, and then this one will then deploy descent, and then what we can do, we've got some sand together, perfect. Also, we can put our gear out. We can either right click on it, or we can press the button here. Hopefully now that will protect our Search Junior from busting up. And we'll do a little bit of an experiment off camera. We'll do this again, but with this not on, just to see whether it makes any difference that being on or not. And I've got them two on my way. It's all good. Speed time. Yeah, they've made a massive improvement. When I first looked at this, back when it was released, it was just awful. Reviews was awful. Part of the content that they said would bring in wasn't in game. Obviously, there is a rumble going on. But when you're expecting one thing, you don't get it. It's like you're waiting for the ice cream van and the ice cream van turns up and it's empty. You know what I mean? This is like that. Very disappointing, in my opinion. Perfect. So we can do research, we can jump out and hopefully... Whoa, easy tiger. Hopefully we'll be able to get back in. So let's let go. Thank you for that. So let's run a survey. Yeah, like I was saying, it's very disappointing. So hopefully now they've sorted the game out. They seem to have fixed a lot of the issues, not everything, but they've fixed a lot of the issues. Hopefully now it's just going to be a case of more improvements. Let's grab, climb up, grab, board, reports, transfer, boarding, yeah, okay, let's recover a vessel. Excellent, go back to mission control. We could turn this one in. We didn't land in the water, so that's fine, but that's going to give us an extra 75, so that's going to be 107. Science. 207 even. We're already on 100. 207 science. Right, well, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed it. If I don't get to speak to you before, I hope you have a great Christmas, which is tomorrow. Don't forget it's my birthday today. Hint, hint. Subscribe. Yeah, I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. There will be more videos coming out before the end of the year. But yeah, it's been a great year. I just want to thank each and every single person that's watched videos, liked videos, and especially those of you that are subscribed to the channel. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.